Imagine this. You're sitting in a quiet classroom, teaching art to eager young minds. Suddenly, a small, seemingly harmless creature crashes onto the floor. It's a bat. You pick it up, not knowing that this small gesture will change everything. This is the tragic story of Leah Sainan, a teacher who unknowingly became part of a deadly chain of events. Welcome to today's episode, The Silent Killer in the Shadows, The Truth About Rabies. October 2023, Leah Sainan, a 60-year-old middle school art teacher in California, was leading her class when an unexpected visitor arrived. A bat flew into her classroom and fell to the floor. Concerned for the animal's safety, she gently picked it up to release it back outside. But in that fleeting moment, the bat bit her hand, a bite so small that Leah didn't even notice it. Days turned into weeks, and Leah went on with her life. But a month later, she began to feel strange. Fatigue, fever, flu-like symptoms. At first, it seemed like a minor illness, but as the days passed, her condition worsened. On November 18, she was rushed to the hospital, where doctors delivered the devastating diagnosis: rabies. Just 4 days later, Leah succumbed to this ancient and nearly always fatal disease. But how did this happen? Bats may look like harmless creatures of the night, but they are one of the most common carriers of rabies in the United States. In fact, over 70% of rabies cases in the US are linked to bats. And it's not just their bites you need to worry about. Even a tiny scratch, or simply waking up to find a bat in your room, can expose you to this deadly virus. Take the case of an elderly woman in Wyoming in 2015. One morning, she woke up to find a bat on her neck. Thinking nothing of it, she released the bat and washed her skin. There was no visible wound. But weeks later, she began slurring her words and feeling weak. By the time she sought medical attention, it was too late. She, too, fell victim to rabies. Or the woman in South Carolina who discovered a bat in her room one morning. Within weeks, she developed symptoms and tragically passed away. These cases are chilling reminders that rabies is a silent killer, one that often goes unnoticed until it's too late. But what exactly is rabies, and why is it so deadly? Rabies is a viral disease that targets the central nervous system. Once the virus reaches your brain, it's almost always fatal. Symptoms start subtly: fever, weakness, and headaches. But as the infection progresses, it leads to confusion, hallucinations, and eventually paralysis. The clock is ticking from the moment of exposure. Even worse, the virus can take weeks, or even months, to show symptoms. This delay is why immediate action after a bite or scratch is critical. A simple rabies vaccine can save your life if administered in time. But if you wait too long, the odds are stacked against you. So, how can you protect yourself? Here's what you need to know. 1. If you're ever bitten or scratched by a bat or any animal that may carry rabies, wash the wound thoroughly with soap and water. 2. Seek medical attention immediately to receive the rabies vaccine. 3. Even if you don't see a wound, encountering a bat in close quarters is enough reason to consult a doctor. And remember, not all animals are equally risky. Dogs, cats, raccoons, and monkeys are high on the list of potential carriers. But even livestock, like cows and horses, can pose a danger. On the other hand, rodents like squirrels and mice rarely transmit rabies, but it's better to be cautious. Leah's story is a heartbreaking reminder of the hidden dangers in our everyday lives. Her kind-hearted act of helping an injured bat cost her life. And while rabies is preventable with early treatment, it remains one of the deadliest diseases if left unchecked. The next time you encounter a bat or any wild animal, remember, prevention is your best defense. Be cautious, be informed, and if in doubt, seek help immediately. Because when it comes to rabies, every second counts. Rabies may be a silent killer, but knowledge is power. By sharing stories like Leah's, we can raise awareness and save lives. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's spread the word and protect one another. Thank you for watching, and stay safe.